Hi guys, and welcome to another Horizon segment where I've caught an impromptu moment here with our head greenkeeper Duncan, and impromptu meaning we're in the back end of the pro shop, so you can see the bowels of the inner workings of a pro shop here in the back end, and it's a pleasure to have Dunk here in this part of our world, which is a different world to what he lives in there with the grass growing machinery and all the likes there. Dunk, we've just, thanks mate for turning up, thank you.
No worries, Vince.
Mate, we've been through summer, we're still about the halfway point through summer right at the moment. What's your strategy been through the summer we've been having at the moment?
Oh, look, we were sort of working on the turf surfaces up for Christmas, trying to get them in as good a condition as we can, but post-Christmas through to sort of the end of March, it's pretty much survival mode.
Seems like a matter of survival, yeah.
We're probably more worried about the health of the turf than any sort of playing surfaces,
okay.
In terms of how fast they are.
So the survival thing is a matter of, like, hey, let's not get negative growth here.
The trade-off being that your playing conditions are probably not where you would want them to be. But
and insects, they're a problem for us at this time?
They were leading up to Christmas. We had quite a lot of stem weevil around. Small, you wouldn't notice it when playing golf, but a small little weevil that was eating the turf.
Nasty little.
Yeah, so we've got quite a bit of damage for that, but we've controlled that.
And then other nasty little devil nematodes, how are we going on that level there?
A constant threat, but like it was in that report that we've done a count, and the numbers are reasonably good, and we're not seeing a lot of activity from them, so we're pretty happy with that.
You can't see a nematode to the naked eye, is that?
No, it's microscopic.
Microscopic little devils. Yeah, but they do a lot of damage.
Yeah, a lot of damage. They're the main problem for us.
Do they attack a root system? Is that right?
Yeah, but they eat the root system of all turf, but predominantly the bent and power and the greens.
So I guess, just making an absolute guess here, your job is really to get our root system as strong and healthy as it possibly can.
Yes, and hence we do the needle tining quite often, just to try and get the roots to dive into those holes, and we've got a program, a spraying program for the nematodes as well. Implement.
So it's just constant attack at the front edge of greenkeeping as nematode demise.
Oh, sure.
I assume the boys out hand watering quite a lot on the golf course at this stage.
Yeah, it's been reasonably wet the last month or two, so we haven't done a lot of it. Yeah. But up until sort of February, we were doing it mainly in the afternoons. So.
And there's some heat damage we've suffered sort of through.
Yeah, there's a few spots on the greens that have struggled a bit. Yeah. Just lost a few spots on hot days. So.
And I guess you guys must lie awake at night worrying about the next hot day that's coming our way.
It's the greens are typically never more than an hour or two from dying. So
an hour or two away from dying.
You've got to be on your toes.
Yeah,
sure.
And look, I think we copped a real scorcher there in early January, and I did notice some of the little brownie patches occurring there. It is just amazing that we could lose a grass in as little time as an hour with the right amount of water on it, or not the right amount of water on it at that given moment in time. An hour, that's a very tight window, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously it depends on how much you're watering overnight, but we try and, obviously, the more water we put on, the more disease pressure we get, so we try not to water too much, and obviously it affects the way the greens play. But
seems like bent grass is like the supermodel of grasses, isn't it? It just is very fickle.
Well, it's just growing well out of its comfort zone.
True. Yeah, absolutely. And couch grass tends to grow in a little bit at the moment there. How are we going on that level?
Couch is going great in the tees and fairways, and in the green edges too. And that's a problem we've got. There's not a lot of chemical control we can get with that. We're about to trial a mixture of chemicals.
Okay. So the problem is that you can't just kill a couch. It kills everything, doesn't it?
There's no selective spray for couch out of cool season grass at this stage. So.
I noticed about 3 weeks ago the golf course went off a little bit in a lot of brownness. I'm talking down the fairways, and major areas of the golf course seem to go extremely brown, and I started worrying we're in the next drought of the next century, but tell us a bit about what happened at that point.
No, what happened there, Vince, was we sprayed a herbicide to control the summer grass. And knowing that that it was going to have that effect on the couch, it was just discoloured it. Didn't damage it as such.
Just discolour.
And then it takes a couple of weeks for that to bounce back out of that. So we timed that bounce back with a fertiliser.
And the grass seemed to really right at the moment. I'd have to say I've never seen the golf course looking as strong, in grass growth at this point in time. So that was a perfect time for you, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had a bit of luck with the rain too, but the fairways we're reasonably happy with the fairways.
So we've got summer grass, winter grass, nematodes, Argentinium stem weevil. Mate, you really can't sleep at night with all those things there attacking your beautiful golf course there in the middle of the night even.
Joys of greenkeeping. Every greenkeeper's suffering the same thing. So.
I just love talking to greenkeepers there because they demystify a lot of the reasons why you see them out there doing some of the things that they do. I mean, I scratch my head sometimes when I see the stuff that actually they do, and I can't think of a good reason why you do them, but it's great to hear from the horse's mouth just exactly why it is you see them doing crazy things out on the golf course, like spraying the greens just prior to when it's about to flood or something like that. So Don, thanks very much for your time, and welcome to the back end of the pro shop here. This can be our little lounge of information. So look forward to seeing you again on Horizons TV, and thanks again, Duncan.
Thanks, Vince.